The woman casually tossed an orange peel, and the thug dropped to the ground instantly. His buddies saw it was just a woman, and immediately tried to teach her a lesson, but they were flipped to the ground before they could react. Seeing how fierce she was, the man being attacked rushed over to thank her, but before he could say more than a couple words, he fainted right into her arms. What the man didn't expect was that as soon as he woke up, her first words stunned him. She said she fought 10 men alone and rescued him from those thugs, and if he wanted to repay her, he had to marry her. The man was instantly shocked, thinking he must have misheard her. The woman quickly explained that her estranged father suddenly wanted to marry her off to some creepy old man, so she needed a fake husband to handle the situation. Hearing that, the man found it unbelievable. With her skills, there was no way anyone could threaten her. She didn't want to say more, and casually made up an excuse to brush it off, but the man pointed out that she didn't even know who he was. Wasn't she afraid she might be inviting danger into her life? Little did he know, that was exactly what she wanted. She couldn't wait to turn the Smith family upside down. Right then, the man remembered his grandfather's warning that he had to bring home a granddaughter-in-law within a month, or else he wouldn't be allowed back home, and just like that, the two of them registered their marriage on the spot. Meanwhile, the woman's father was discussing with his wife how to marry her off to that sleazy old man as soon as possible to save the family's crumbling business. As more time passed and the woman still hadn't shown up, her father couldn't help but scold her for being irresponsible. The next second, a woven sack was tossed into the room, and the woman herself walked in behind it. Seeing the guilty look on their faces, she asked what they had just been talking about. Her father quickly changed the subject, asking what she had thrown in. It looked dirty and disgusting. The woman said that was her luggage. If it weren't for those things back then, she would have starved to death on the streets. Hearing that, her father got even angrier, saying if she hadn't messed up back then, he never would have kicked her out. It turned out that 5 years ago, her half-sister stole her design sketches and claimed them as her own. When the woman took her work back, the sister falsely accused her first, saying the woman was the one who stole the designs and tried to bankrupt the Smith family. Her father refused to listen, locked her in a room and whipped her, then kicked her out and left her to fend for herself. Now 5 years had passed. She was no longer that helpless girl. With her own strength, she had secretly torn the Smith family apart piece by piece. Now the reason she came back was to take revenge personally on her father and stepmother. As the atmosphere grew tense, the stepmother hurried out to play the good guy. With a fake loving tone, she asked if the woman was finally ready to think about marriage. The woman immediately mocked her for being clueless, then called her husband. In seeing the man appear so suddenly, the entire family was dumbfounded. The woman cheerfully introduced him. "This is my newlywed husband." The sister questioned her, saying she had always been single and suddenly popped up with a husband. Was she trying to fool their parents? Hearing this, the father scolded her, saying the butler saw her that day with a bruised-up man lying on the ground. How could a street punk be allowed into the Smith family home? The woman grabbed the man and told her father, "I like him, period. If you don't let him in the house, then I'm not coming back either." The stepmother, afraid the woman might actually leave and ruin their plan to marry her off to a rich old man, quickly tried to smooth things over, saying the woman must be tired after just returning, and told her to take the man and get some rest. Later that night, the sister, suspicious about their marriage, secretly eavesdropped outside their door. The woman noticed and put on a little show with the man. Hearing the sounds from inside, the sister ran away, blushing in embarrassment. The next morning, the father greeted the woman with a nasty attitude, accusing them of being lazy and waking up too late, saying they were completely uneducated. Hearing that, the man snapped back immediately. "I heard in this house my wife is treated the same with or without a father, and lives worse than a servant. Seems like this family lacks manners themselves." The father was instantly enraged, calling the man a useless pretty boy who had no right to speak here. Then he warned the woman. The Smith family wouldn't accept such a son-in-law. She could either divorce him or leave the house. Hearing this, the woman fired back. "This villa was my mother's dowry. If anyone's leaving, it's the three of you." The whole family stood there, red-faced with embarrassment. But to keep enjoying the luxurious life, the sister quickly hinted to her father to focus on the bigger plan. The father immediately snapped back to his senses, Pretending to be kind, he said he had arranged a job for her in the family company and she should come with him soon to meet a client. The woman knew this client was the rich old man, so she agreed without hesitation. The man wanted to follow, worried for her safety, but was scolded harshly by her father. Just as the man was about to argue back, she reassured him she'd be fine alone, then turned to her father and said, "You're not trying to sell your daughter, are you?" Her father, suddenly feeling guilty, scolded her for talking nonsense. By noon, he took her to meet a sleazy old man